Hi, welcome to our channel Make Life Better. If you're liking our videos, please do not forget to like our videos and subscribe our channel. Today we're going to see one another very good recipe for celery. So this is especially a very rich food for rich and healthy food, which would be used for controlling the high blood pressure. So it comes with this sort of sticks, right? And it's very juicy fruit, so you can just squeeze a bit off, and you can see the water or liquid coming out to your hand. It has a bit larger leaves compared to the kothmir, right? Which is kind of a Indian celery and herb, which would be used for almost everything in every of the curry or dal, right? So its leaves can also be used for garnishing, as well as its below root part till the roots, right? It can be used in salads, mostly in salads, right? So usually it has been said that, like, if you are making celery salad, it would be with olive oil and tomatoes and salt, right? But the problem with that salad is, if you are having high blood pressure, you ideally should not consume raw salt, right? So here we are just seeing a recipe which is kind of a Indian version of celery salad. So for the first thing, just keep out of its it's a long unwanted thing from the celery. It is same as a patra, if you are aware about, right, where you have to peel off its very thin strings out of it, right, which is not good for consume. So it will going to take a bit more time to peel it off, the entire these thin strings out of the celery, but it requires to be done in that way only. So just peel it off, these sort of thin strings out of the outer layer of celery, and wash it up prior to that properly. So once you peel off those small thin strings, take one carrot, a small carrot, and peel it off its outer skin and cut it off within very thin slices, right? So you can use grater for that if you wanted to use it, right? This is very spicy mirch, right? So we have taken it one, so half, or probably 75% of carrot, one small mirch, and the celery, which has been cut in very thin slices also. Okay, now hot a bit 1 tablespoon of oil, which might be edible oil. It's need not require to be olive oil, and put a black mustard seed within it and popping up. Wait till it's popping up every of the seeds. Collect every of the ingredients, that is celery, mirch, as well as the carrot, all together. Put a pinch of turmeric and a pinch of salt to that. And once the oil has been hot, pour everything, that is carrot, mirch, as well as this celery, right? You can feel it's the same way it can be done for the reddish, right? Its taste is also a bit reddish, as not same as, but it's kind of a reddish. Its crunchiness is same as the reddish, right? Put a proper salt to that and cover it up for quite a bit if you require. Put somewhat more oil if you require, and cover a lid to that for a minute or two only, right? So the benefit of this salad is, like, here we are putting a salt also on the way it has been done in any of the raw salad with celery, but here the salt would be cooked salt, right? So we are putting a salt on a flame, so it would be a cooked version of the salt, and which would be a bit better to consume it, even though that salt would be a low sodium salt. And there is, in chemistry terms, if we are talking about salt means NaCl, and uh, in the market there is salt coming up with a low sodium, right, which has a low sodium part as well as proper chlorine part, right? So that sort of a salt is good to consume for any high blood pressure patient or say a person. Okay, so once you cover the lid for a minute or two, you can take it off and pour it up in the dish, as well as garnish it properly with the leaves if you wanted to do so. Otherwise, this would be a bit good item to prepare, which would be kind of a relief to the high blood pressure patient. It shouldn't be relief to, it is not relieving to the very high blood pressure person. But if your blood pressure is bit high, it would be lower your blood pressure if you're consuming it regularly.